Hello learners, you're most welcome. I am Walwoga Victor with Millie, a Ugandan Sign Language interpreter. Today, we are going to look at Roman numerals. And our objectives for this lesson, something that you must go away with, you should be in position to read the Hindu-Arabic numerals. You should also be in position to write the Roman numerals. At the same time, you should be in position to split the Hindu-Arabic numerals such that it makes it easy for us to write the Roman numerals. Roman numerals and Hindu-Arabic numerals, these are all foreign numbers that we are using in Uganda. Roman numerals are used by the Roman, then the Hindu-Arabic numerals were used by the Arabs. There are basically 7 numerals from which all the other Roman numbers can be built. One being represented by I. We have 5, which is written as V. We have 10, which is written as X. We then have 100. 100 is written as C. But we also have 50. And 50 is written as L. Is that okay? We have 500. 500 is written as D. And then 1,000. 1,000 is M. But please note, all these numerals are written in capital letters. All these numerals are written in capital letters. Are we together? Whenever you're writing them, write them in capital letters. We said 1 is I, 5 is V, that's right, 10 is X, that's okay. Then we have 50, which is correct, 50 is L. We have 100, which is, yes, it is C. Then 500, D. Then lastly, 1,000, which is M. So those are the basic numerals. But whenever we are writing Roman numerals, there are key things we should know about writing these numerals. One is being, Roman numerals are written in capital letters. I know you will begin asking questions. But in my past paper, the Roman numeral is in a small letter, please. That was an error. Roman numerals are written in capital letters. We should also note that a Roman numeral cannot be written in the same number more than 3 times consecutively. Like you're writing X, 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 X. No, it can't be. It must be at most 3 times consecutively. The other thing is that when a smaller letter, as in its value, when a smaller value is put before a bigger value, it means that we are subtracting the smaller value from the bigger value. For example, you have XL. This means you are subtracting X from L. The fourth principle says if a smaller value or a smaller letter in terms of value comes after that with a bigger value, it means that we are adding. Let's still use X and L. If we write L, then X, it means that we're adding the X to L. Which L was? Yes, it was 50. Then the X, which is 10. That's true. So you're adding 50 plus 10. And the answer you get will be the numeral. I think with those basics, we can try out numbers. Write this for me. Write 40 in Roman numerals. You're writing 40. So how is 40 written? Oh, you could be having the answer. What's that? Okay, let's try out and see on who is right. Remember, 40 is not among the basic numerals. So what happens here is that we are looking out for a numeral that is next or closer to 40 among the basic numerals. And which numeral is that? It's true. The numeral is 50. So what happens? What happens is you're going to ask yourself, what do we do to 50 to become 40? Did you get me right? What happens to 50 to become 40? That's it. We subtract. What do we subtract from 50 to get 40? Right, we subtract 10. So it means that we are going to subtract 10 from 50 to get 40. But how is this represented in Roman numerals? We said in our principles that the smaller numeral will come before the bigger numeral. The smaller numeral will come before the bigger numeral, implying that we shall have x, then L, meaning that 40 equals to XL. Try this number out. And they're telling you, write 156 in Roman numerals. You're writing 156 in Roman numerals. What happens here? Just read the number the way you're seeing it. It's 100. Okay, in other words, you're splitting it. You're going to split 100. What is the numeral for 100? That is it. It is C. You then have 50. Numeral for 50 is L. Yes. And then we have 6. Remember, 6 is not a basic numeral. But we have something that is close to 6. What's that? Yes, it's 5. So the question is, what happens to 5 to give you a 6? True. We have to add. And what do we add? We add 1. Therefore, how are we going to represent that? We shall write the numeral for 5, which is first, plus a smaller numeral, which is 1. So 6 will equal to VI, implying that 156 will equal to CLVI. That is 156. I think this is becoming interesting. We're just playing about with letters. We're just playing about with letters. Let's try a bigger number. And that number is 1,343. I said the number is 1,343. The same technique we've used for our previous example will be the same technique we use for this number. That is splitting the number. As you're reading, you'll hear me saying 1,000. So you also say 1,000 equals, can you please put it there? 300 equals, please write it there. Then 40 will equal to, write it there. Then 3. Yes. So what have you got? That's good. So let's check on who is on point. So 1,000 will equal to M. That's correct. 300 will equal to, oh yes, 300 is not among the basic numerals. But this is 300. So it means we can add 100 to get 300. If you had a 100 plus 100 plus 100. You'll get 300. Therefore, we shall write the numeral for 100 3 times, which is C, C, C. Then 40. 40 is XL, just because it has been our previous example. Then 3. 3 is written as I. Therefore, 1,343 will be written as M, that's 1,000, C, 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 it's 1,343, not so? Then XL, I. That is 1,343. But at times, it's not that they will always write these numbers in figures. They can write the number in words. For example, they can write 344 in words. And they're telling you, write 344 in Roman numerals. This simply means that you have to first change from words to Hindu Arabic numerals, then to the Roman numerals. Because it may be very hard for us to change it directly. It's from the words to Hindu Arabic, then to Roman, whereby 300 will equal to, we've just written it. Yes, it is C, C, C. 40, which was, that's it. 40 is X, L, then 4. 4 is I, V, because I told you that a smaller numeral has to come before the bigger numeral. That's why I'm saying it's I, V, implying that I am going to subtract 1 from 5 to get the 4, meaning that 344 will equal to C, 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 X, L, I, V. That's 344. But now let's talk. There are several places where the Roman numerals can be used. Like, on which items have you ever seen Roman numerals? That's okay. On every item that you've mentioned, if indeed you've seen them there, we use them. But there's one item on which Roman numerals are commonly used, and most of us have not observed it. Did you know that Roman numerals are used on the paper money that we have? I mean the Ugandan shilling, the 1,000, the 2,000 shilling note, the 5,000 shilling note, the 10,000 shilling note, the 20,000 shilling note, and the 50,000 shilling note. On all these notes, we have Roman numerals. And most of you have not been keen about this. So please, if you have any shilling note nearby, can you please look at it critically, as you also look at the screen, and we shall see how these are written. So, it means that, yes, someone is wondering, but on the 1,000 shilling note, they are seeing I, then a bar. Yet I've told them that 1,000 is written as M. These are both correct. 1,000 can be written in 2 ways. By use of a bar, that bar has a value of 1,000. So this means when I say 1, that is I, then put a bar, it means I multiply the value of the bar, which is 1,000, times the value of the Roman 1, meaning that 1 times 1,000, I get 1,000. That's why on the 1,000 shilling note, you're seeing a 1, then a bar. When you look at the 2,000 shilling note, you're going to see Roman 2, which is I. And you're saying that on money it's written in capital letters. So you will see I, then a what? Then a bar. That's right. Look at any other note. Look at the 5,000 shilling note. What's there? Yes, you're seeing V, then a bar. That's it, implying that the value of the bar is 1,000. And this is 5. So it means 5 times 1,000 to give us 5,000. When you get to the 10,000 shilling note, I hope you're seeing the same. The 20,000 shilling note, same thing. Then the 50,000 shilling note, yes. You will see L, then a bar. So please, note that even with money, Roman numerals are used. So, I'm leaving you with this activity. It's a simple activity that you're going to work out at home. I know. You could be staying with your mother, whoever you're staying with at home. You're going to do this work in form of a simple game. And you're going to call it the Roman numeral race. Are we there? You're going to call it the Roman numeral race. So each of you who is attending this lesson, you're getting a notebook or a piece of paper and you're noting these questions. Let's first note them. Don't put answers. I'll thereafter give instructions on how to play the game. Number 1, we are saying write the following in Roman numerals. Number 1 is 75. I said number 1 is 75. Number 2 is 555. Number 2 is 555. Number 3 is 399. Number 3 is 399. Let's go to number 4, which is 900. I said it's 969. 969. Then lastly, number 5, which is written as, or which is 111. 111. So, I think everyone is set. You all have copies of the questions. So what you're going to do, after this, you will sit, everyone will sit in a group, and you will race. You will count 1, 2, 3. You will all start the questions. Thereafter, you will cross-check, you will mark yourselves to see on who has finished first and who is having the most correct answers. If someone finishes first and has all answers right, then they are the winner. It means that all the rest will have to clap for the winner. Hoping that you will do this shortly after, when I finish up. So I'm also giving you a project question. In this question, I'm going to task you to speak to all your family members. And these people are going to tell you the year in which each of them was born, including yourself, the year in which you were born. Thereafter, you will give them the year in which they were born in Roman numerals, meaning that they will give you the year in which they were born, and you convert that year to Roman numerals. You will then tell them this is the year in which you were born in Roman numerals. I hope you have enjoyed your lesson, but please note, we said that Roman numerals are written in capital letters. That is very important. whenever you're dealing with Roman numerals, don't forget about it. This lesson was extracted from the primary 6 curriculum, but it's important to everyone from primary 4 to primary 7. Thank you for watching. I wish you the best as you're trying out the work.